Well, the treats have been handed out and the porch lights are extinguished.
But don't worry, we still have some Halloween chills ahead as we take you to inside a pair of some of the most haunted spots in southern Colorado. Good evening, I'm Heather Skold.
And I'm Bart Bedsole. Thanks for making us your choice for news at 10 o'clock.
Talk of mysterious footprints, unexplained presences. Southern Colorado has always been a place steeped in mystery and folklore. But
ask some people and they'll tell you there's a good bit of truth behind the legends. So lower the lights and get settled in as KRDO News Channel 13's Mallory Anderson and photojournalist Sam Page take us into a pair of spooky spots in this special report. Haunted in southern Colorado.
For some in southern Colorado,
I'll see stuff out of the corner of my eye all the time.
A day at work means a day working with the undead.
I've had my name called, patted on the shoulder.
While history is plentiful at the Museum of Colorado Prisons and the Wise Broad Aircraft Museum, according to their workers, so are the ghosts.
Yeah, we've seen shadow people.
At the prison museum,
the general public does not get to come in here.
Footsteps and footprints are a common occurrence.
I've been downstairs and I can hear like footsteps. Like this morning, I thought Stacy was walking down the hallway. I was still the only one here.
Footprints, those are my personal favorite right now. It's like somebody walked through the museum in mud, but with their bare feet. You can't mop it up. It's embedded into the linoleum. So you have to get down and scrub it out with soft scrub or Comet. And then they'll just reappear someplace else.
Thousands of documents, photos, and even handmade weapons fill the prison museum's archive room.
We've got drawers and drawers of shanks.
On top of the numerous objects already on display.
And sometimes these are the only photographs that anybody will ever have of these people. This one right here at the very end, it's responsible for at least 2 murders that we know of.
Those who work at the museum say they believe the ghost activity is directly related to the amount of history that lies within this building.
Many mediums who have come through here, and their belief is that because of the amount of murder weapons we have, not just on display but also in our archives, that the spirits have attached themselves to said murder weapons, and that's why we have such a high concentration here.
At the Aircraft Museum, it's a similar spooky story.
And as I'm working along, I look over my shoulder and there's a gentleman standing there in Vietnam-era greens. And he was there for maybe 3/4 of a second. And then just poof, he was gone.
One of our tour guests one night actually stepped up into a helicopter over in the other hangar, and there was nobody in front of her. She was the first one to go inside it, and she fell backwards out of it. And as we talked to her that night, she said, "I was pushed. I felt hands on my shoulders and I was pushed out of that helicopter."
The restoration team at Wise Broad believes some of the soldiers never left the former military training base and continue to call the aircrafts home.
There's a lot of history here, and because of the fact that it was a training base, there were crews that lost their lives here. So it's really no surprise that take that along with this type of aircraft, having served in the military, that you're going to have people that maybe haven't made it to the other side, and they like being here.
These sites have taken advantage of their ghostly reputations, both offering special tours throughout the Halloween season for those who are curious about the paranormal activity.
I heard it.
Was it you? That wasn't you?
Well, we get a lot of skeptics who are thinking, oh, well, yeah, whatever. And then they'll go in there, and when they come out, their ideas have changed.
While the ghost tours are for fun, the museums say they're really a way to introduce their history to a whole new audience.
It's not every day you get to go to prison.
Well, if you don't remember your history, you're doomed to repeat it. So the more we can showcase the history that's happened here in Colorado, hopefully some of the bad stuff, we won't repeat it.
There's a lot of history here that's being lost that we want to preserve.
One gentleman who fought in Vietnam was a member of the Air Cav. He tells me, he walks away, and as he's walking away, he tells me, "Thank you. This is the first time I felt like myself since I went to Vietnam." To me, that beats everything.
Mallory Anderson, KRDO News Channel 13.
Wow, and believe it or not, Mallory tells us this report only scratches the surface as far as the paranormal tales from each museum. If you'd like to see more photos of ghostly encounters and listen to our extended interviews, you can click on this story over at krdo.com.